With your help, we build homes for low-income families.
With your help, we sell donated building materials at our trading post.
With your help, we do home repairs for disabled veterans.
With your help, we host mission teams from around the world.
Yay! With your help, we are a hand up, not a handout.
With your help, we serve the largest territory of any Habitat for Humanity in the entire country. Thank you, Interior Alaska, for your help. Apply, donate, volunteer.
This story comes courtesy of the KTVF Broadcast Academy. Students interested in television broadcasting getting some hands-on experience this week. The Midnight Sun Run bib pickup is a new location this year. Team Cutters will be hosting every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. until Friday. And if you have already registered, you can pick up your bib at Team Cutters. If you want to join the race, you can register in person. You can pick up bibs and shirts for multiple people as well. So far, almost 2,000 people have signed up, and 4 different countries will be represented this year. You can also register at the Patty Center on race day or online at midnightsunrun.net. Race director Susan Kramer says they're working under a white tent that will take up the entire parking lot of Team Cutters.
The church next to Team Cutters has said that folks can park over there. So the Team Cutters parking lot is going to be blocked. So they'll see where they'll have arrows pointing them to where they can park. The biggest thing is to remember, if you register online over the next 3 days, don't go pick up your bib until the next day because we need to process it and get your bib ready.
This weekend, in the celebration of the summer solstice, the Downtown Association is hosting its annual Midnight Sun Fest. Now this week, this is very special, KTVF's very own Broadcast Academy covered the story. Participants will have the opportunity to listen to live performances by local bands, eat a wide variety of street foods, and walk around the local vendors. Kids can ride ponies and get their faces painted. All the excitement takes place downtown on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Avenue from noon to midnight. This is an all-ages event except for the beer garden, which is returning this year. Visitors can park downtown on the street near the festival, in the parking garage, or in front of Immaculate Conception Church across the river. Jeremiah Schrock with the Downtown Association says the t-shirts are infinitely collectible and that this is the best time of year for tourists to visit our city.
The Midnight Sun Festival is Alaska's chance to get out and enjoy the midnight sun. We live in Alaska where it's dark and cold for so much of the year, so when it's warm and hot and the sun's out, we like to get out and party. So the Midnight Sun Festival is a 3-block party complete with vendors, food, good time, lots of folks. It's always a fun time.
And thanks to Broadcast Academy for putting together that story. We were able to have them on the Fairbanks Evening News last night. They were a great group of kids. And of course, we look forward to next year. So, changing gears, Mike Fussell is coming up with all your local sports action tonight, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief.
Stop! That's not what Shakespeare's about.
Shakespeare Theater is tons of fun with stage combat and improv games, not to mention original plays, fun takes on Shakespeare, and of course, all of Shakespeare's best. There's something fun for everyone at Fairbanks Shakespeare Theater. Come check out more about our great programs at fstalaska.org.
This week, the Fairbanks Shakespeare Theater continues to work with its group of young kids and teens. This youth group gets together every summer to study different acting techniques. Activities done in this group include learning about acting and improv. Though the duration of the camp, participants learn, explore, and reenact Shakespeare's plays. The camp leaders help to inspire the kids to use their imagination to transform a play into something of their own. Annabelle Heine and Sierra Trinche, veterans of the camp, can testify to that.
I really love learning from my own acting teachers how to teach acting, and I love being able to pass it on to them. And I really get excited to watch them on stage when they are performing Shakespeare, especially in the performance at the end of the camp.
It's a great way to meet new people, and if you're afraid of the stage or if you're a little bit self-conscious, it's a great way to come out of your shell. And if you're not, and if you're totally confident, then it's just a fun way to get out there and do some acting.
Good evening and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. I'm Emily Grimes. Our top story tonight.
This year marks the 20th anniversary of Fairbanks fighting back against cancer in the Relay for Life. This event mission is to raise money and awareness, and so far, Fairbanks has raised over $4 million in the battle against this disease. Cancer doesn't stop to sleep, so organizers hold this event 24 hours on West Valley's high school track. They keep walkers entertained all night, along with performances in addition to many foods and activities. The track was lined with white paper bags filled with sand. Participants wrote the name of someone they lost to cancer on one of those bags, and later in the night they lit all the bags on fire to commemorate those loved ones. About 60 teams jumped on board for the event, including local businesses, organizations, churches, and family supporters. Everyone was invited to spend the night in Fairbanks. Most of the local teams pitched tents, but they tried to keep at least one of the members on the track at all times. Amy Kessner, chair on the 2015 Relay for Life, says the social event is a great opportunity to support family, friends, and loved ones in the fight.
Ultimate Frisbee was developed in 1968 by a group of high school students, and since then, it has exploded elsewhere. It's now practiced at all levels from local leagues to the World Games. Today, local players competed at the annual Sombrero tournament held by Fairbanks Ultimate Association at the Hezray softball fields. Players from around the state come up to play for a weekend in Fairbanks. Teams are picked fresh in the morning. After that, they compete all the way through Sunday to narrow down and crown a winning team. Ultimate Frisbee is constantly growing around the world, and Fairbanks has jumped on board. There are now several ways to get involved, including summer leagues, classes at the university, and open group games. The game isn't simply tossing a Frisbee around. It involves non-stop movement and passing to teammates, similar to soccer and football. It's played with two teams, and the object of the game is to score by catching a pass in the opponent's end zone. And now we'll have Zachary describe to us the weather.
Hello, I'm Zachary McIntyre with the weather. So right now we have a mostly sunny with a temperature of 75. The recent high is also 75. Our recent low is 49. Our record high is 90 degrees. That was in 1948. Our record low was 37 in 1954. Our today sunrise was at 31 3:01 a.m. with sunset which is going to be at 12:46 a.m. Daylight, making our daylight 21 hours and 45 minutes. And so that's all for the weather. Back to you.
Great, guys! We're joined with some of our kids that spent the week with us for the Broadcast Academy.
That's right. Our very own Katie Looper used to be a Broadcast Academy student.
She sure did.
And now she instructed them this year as well, so that's very good.
So we're glad to have these guys along, and you will be able to see some of their work tomorrow during the Saturday Evening News.
Yeah, so you can catch that at 6 p.m. or 11 p.m. as well. So
where we will be live from the Midnight Sun Run.
Yes, absolutely. That's going to be exciting.
It is.
Chock full of activities this weekend.
We'll be sweating
Absolutely.
tomorrow.
But it's all for you, Fairbanks.
It
all
is.
right. Good to see you guys. Awesome. That will wrap up this edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We are glad you could join us.
Tonight on NBC Nightly News, a correction officer at the New York prison where 2 convicted murderers escaped this month has been placed on leave. That's next with Lester Holt.
You can join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or online anytime at webster11.com. How about Broadcast Academy? Broadcast Academy. Well, you guys take it away.
Why don't you guys take us out?
All of you, say it.
From all of us here at the News Center, have a great night.
Golf clap.